I'm drowning in debt. Where do I even start? If that is you right now, keep watching. If money stress has you up at night and the numbers feel like they're closing in, my friends, this video is for you. First, let's take a breath. You are not alone. And today, I'm here to help you. My name is Marc Russell. I'm a financial wellness board member with National Debt Relief. Before the features in Time, CNBC, and Forbes, I was digging myself out of $80,000 of debt. So no, I just don't talk about this stuff. This information is not from Google University. I really lived it, so I know what it feels like. But I also know what it feels like to finally hit that sweet balance of zero. And that's where I want to help you get as well. Before we start, if this hits home, tap like and subscribe so more folks can take their first steps towards becoming debt-free. Here's what we're going to do together today. I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step plan to get organized, stop the financial bleeding, and choose a path forward. Let's start with step number 1. Get your financial snapshot. This will take you around 15 to 20 minutes. When everything feels chaotic, information about your situation is power. To do so, start by listing out every unsecured debt on one page. Creditor name, current balance, minimum payment, interest rate, aka APR, due date, and whether you're on track with your payments or behind. So when you first do it, because I did mine back in the day, I cried. That is part of the process. But remember, the crying comes from knowing that this is the beginning and not the end. And personally, that part of the entire journey was the most rewarding. And it was the catalyst for me paying off $80,000 of debt. So if that is you and you're listing out all your debt and it feels painful, trust me, it gets way better. Most people avoid that part for a long time. Now, when your debt is crystal clear to you, do the same for income and essential bills like housing, utilities, transportation, and groceries. With your income and essentials included, you've got your whole picture in front of you, which allows you to decide what to tackle first. And here's why it matters to move fast. Interest rate on credit cards can sit around 24% today. So every month that you wait, your balance increases and grows bigger and faster. Now, with your snapshot in hand, the next move is to stop any new leaks. To stop the bleeding, you want to start by setting all minimums to auto pay to avoid late fees and extra penalties. Missing payments can trigger fees and other costly consequences from your card issuer. And the extra costs are the last thing you need right now. Protect essentials first. Keep a roof, lights, food, and transportation. You want all those funded. Everything else follows that order. After that, kill non-essentials for about 30 days. Pause subscriptions, eating out, and impulse buys while you stabilize your finances. This will give your budget some breathing room just when it needs it the most. Call creditors and ask about hardship options, temporary lower payments, reduced APRs, or fee waiver. You'd be surprised how often a simple call can get you a short-term break or even a long-term discount. You can use those tools to combat any new financial leaks. Then once you stop new leaks, it's time to choose a payoff game plan that you can actually stick to. When picking a debt payoff strategy, there are two classic approaches. The important thing here is both work. Just pick the one you'll follow and stick with it. With the list of debts that you made in step number 1, you'll be able to make your choice here. First up, debt snowball. Pay extra to the smallest balances first for quick wins and pay minimums on the rest. Number 2, debt avalanche. Pay extra to the highest APR first to save the most money over time and pay minimums on the rest. Choosing between those strategies, any extra cash in your budget goes to either the smallest balances, the snowball method, or the debt with the highest interest rate, the debt avalanche method. On all other debts, you continue making the minimum payment. Here's a pro tip, because I am technically a pro. If money is very tight, try the $10 snowball. What do you mean by that, Mark? I got you. Find $10 per week by cutting a small expense and auto apply it to your target debt. As your momentum builds, bump it to $15. Then $25. Small, consistent moves win. If right now you're thinking, Mark, I'm already cutting everything, which brings us to step number 4. The next level is to raise cash quickly. Here's what I want you to consider. Sell 3 to 5 things that you don't use in your local Facebook marketplace or group. A bike that's sitting in your garage that you haven't used forever. A kitchen appliance, an old gaming console. It could be anything. Negotiate bills, internet, phone, or streaming services services if you still have them. Ask for promo rates or basic tier. Add a tiny income stream, one weekend shift, a short-term gig, or a service that you can offer. Like, really think about it. What is one thing that your friends and family constantly ask you guidance for? If you're getting asked from friends and family, there's probably hundreds of thousands of people out there are willing to pay you for that thing that people are often asking you to do or things that you provide. Think about things like delivery, pet sitting, tutoring, or simple freelancing. And please don't waste tax returns and other windfalls. When money comes in the form of a refund, bonus, or gift, send a set percentage straight to the top debt before it hits your checking account. Those quick wins can give you breathing room while your longer plan works in the background. If after trying this, you're still stuck, minimums are crushing you, and balances aren't moving, it could be time to explore structured help. As a starting thought, roughly 6 out of 10 Americans report living paycheck to paycheck right now. So needing help doesn't make you an outlier. It simply makes you human. Here are a few forms of help to check. Debt relief. This is offered by reputable debt relief companies and one of the most popular types of help out there. The process of debt relief generally includes a free review of your situation, one affordable monthly deposit to a dedicated account that you control, and negotiators trying to reduce unsecured debts. Then when a settlement is reached, you approve each deal, with reputable providers only charging fees after a settlement is reached and paid. The typical timeline towards becoming debt-free is between 24 to 48 months. Other routes to consider: creditor hardship plans, which could temporarily help lower rates and payments; a consolidation loan, which simplifies your debt management and reduces interest charges, only if the new APR is lower though; nonprofit credit counseling, or what they call a DMP, or bankruptcy as kind of a last resort. Talk to a legal aid or debt expert first to see if it fits. Find trustworthy help at 211.org. nationaldebtrelief.com, your local legal aid, your lender's hardship departments, or a friend you happen to know who has gotten debt-free recently. Here's a quick vetting checklist for finding reputable help. You want to look for no upfront fees, clear written terms, you stay in control of your money, no guarantees or quick fixes, and verifiable reviews. And for the bottom line, book that free call. Get those numbers on paper. Compare your options side by side and pick the path that fits your reality, one step at a time. All right, now you've got it. You got a plan, you got options, you know where to look for help if needed. And while going through these steps, please remember, I can't stress this enough. Progress is possible. I know firsthand debt can feel personal and heavy, but it isn't a character flaw. It's a math problem and a systems problem. With a clear snapshot, fewer leaks, a payment plan you'll follow, and help when you need it, you can move forward. I believe in you. Let's get it. If this video helped you in any way, tap like and subscribe so more people struggling with debt can find it. And if you want your options for resolving unsecured debt, head to nationaldebtrelief.com for a free, no obligation consultation call. You are not alone, and the solution might be closer than what you might think. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.